Hey guys, so I posed the question to you all, what do you want to hear me talk about and do a video about? And Kate had a really good comment, one that I thought, I'm just going to do a video, well, everyone's comments were good, but I'm going to do a video on Kate's question. So what she said, she would love some support on setting up your business tree. And especially as you're starting building. So let's talk about that. I did a couple, I don't want to call it a series, but kind of like a series on placements and some topics about that, some general tips, some general rules, but there's a lot there. So let's just talk about this a little bit. So my first piece of advice to you is this. I don't care if you've been doing doTERRA for 1 day or 1,000. When you have a new enrollment, call your upline. Call me, call your leader, hey Nikki, call whoever enrolled you, text them, email them, I don't care, reach out to them and talk it through, because there is huge value in brainstorming on it and talking it through and talking with somebody who's maybe walked it a little bit more and can say, hey, this is what you should do here. So reach out and ask for help. That's the number one thing. Don't ever, literally, I get an enrollment, I contact my upline still to this day, or my account manager. I put a note in my phone for the 14-day rule, and put some notes in my calendar, but I still brainstorm with my upline on this topic. So call somebody. Second is this. My second piece of advice is to always build deep. So one of the cool things about doTERRA, if you don't already know this, you get to structure your team, and that's what the sponsor is all about, right? So you get to put people where you want them, and it's a blessing and a curse because it feels a little bit like, oh my gosh, what do I do? But it gets better. So when I say build your structure deep, I don't want it to look like a sideways banana. That's what my mom always said. Don't look like a sideways banana. It needs to be deep, okay? Roots down. That's what I want you to think. So if you're just starting out, you might have wholesale customers, and you can't put anybody underneath a wholesale customer. So you're gonna get a little sideways banana-ish, but your goal is this. Find somebody who's willing to partner with you, who loves their oils, who catches the vision and wants to help people. And that is going to be your wellness advocate. And you can place people under a wellness advocate. So you need to look for that person. And as soon as you have that person, then you're going to start to build and structure underneath them to go down deep. Okay? So that's hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. If you are having a hard time finding a wellness advocate, well, two things. If you're not sure what that conversation looks like, and if you're not sure how to approach people and talk to them about, hey, do you want to partner with me? Then let's talk. Talk to me. Comment below. Reach out to me. Reach out to your leader, and let's talk. Let's brainstorm. Let's practice. It's really not that big of a deal. So that's the one thing I wanted to say. And the other thing is this. If you're really having a hard time finding somebody, you could technically ask a family member. Maybe you enrolled your mom, and maybe your mom's not going to be partnering with you in the business side of things, but maybe she'd be willing to make her account a wellness advocate account so you could place underneath her. And there's some strategy in that, and that's also probably for a personal conversation depending on the situation, but that is an option. Okay, so call your upline, build deep, okay, not a sideways banana. We don't want sideways bananas. Okay, let's see what else. This is what I want to say. My goal is to help people move as smoothly through the rank transitions as possible. So I don't want you to be like, yeah, I hit elite. Okay, now what? Premier. Oh my gosh, I had no idea I needed a second leg of 2,000 overall volume. No, I don't want that to happen. So I want to help you be thinking 2-3 steps ahead so that it's a smoother transition, right? Because who wouldn't want that? So solidify that first leg, and then you can move on to a second leg, and there's all sorts of things like that, but I'm going to try and keep it basic. So ask for help, build deep, and what was the third thing I just said? Oh, just trust that we're going to help you move through the transition of ranks smoothly. So that's what we're here for. Kate, I hope that helped answer your question. Feel free to ask questions below in the comments, but that's just a little bit about placement. So be sure to comment on the win post with some wins from this week, and I hope you all have a fabulous weekend, and we will talk Monday. Thanks, guys.